Alright, and I think that we are good to continue, so let's continue. Let's continue.
We have identified the Federation prisoner you've been chasing. His name is Franklin Drake. Some of our sources say he's a Starfleet intelligence agent. But there are hints that he's much more. From what I can tell, he's not part of the normal chain of command. Previously, we didn't have any images or genetic samples from him, which is why he was so hard to identify. Now, we'll be on him the second he shows his face again. We already have a lead for you to follow. Records indicate a Klingon shuttle entered space above the Rura Penthe penal colony. That system is restricted, and there was no traffic scheduled for today. You are authorized by the High Council to approach the system and determine if Drake is there. Bring him back alive, if you can. There is work to do.
Alright. Alright, so we're going to Rura Penthe. Going to Rura Penthe. Let's begin, shall we? I hope everyone's having a good morning. Morning if it is morning where you're at. I know it's morning where I'm at, so
authorization comes from Chancellor Jimpock himself. It is unwise to stand in the way of his representatives. Unless, of course, you'd like to become a resident of your own prison.
My apologies, Kalekanes. I am honored to meet you. What do representatives of the High Council seek at Rura Penthe?
we seek a Federation fugitive.
There are no Federation corps on Rura Penthe. Are you aware enemies of the Empire should be killed, not fed and coddled like infants?
It appears the spy is as good at getting into prisons as he is at escaping. Check your sensor logs, Warden. He's here, somewhere.
Our security logs are checked every quarter hour as per regulation. There have been no transfers in or out of the colony within the last day. Only 2 ships have entered the system today. Yours at a Klingon shuttle. Shuttle left the system hours ago. You are still here.
Your arrogance is tiresome, Warden. Produce your sensor logs at once.
Our logs clearly indicate the shuttle left the system hours ago. There have been no transfers. All prisoners in this colony are either accounted for or dead. Your trail has gone cold.
Enough! We will beam down and examine the logs in person.
Ready to beam down on your command, Captain. There is a magnetic field covering the entire penal colony to prevent prisoners from escaping via transporter. We'll have to beam down to the outskirts of the magnetic field and walk to the entrance.
Alright, so we're going to beam down. We're going to beam down into the colony. This is like an ice world, probably. This is like an ice world. Probably not a good place for a Gorn to be here. Dude,
Where do you think you are going?
I have business with the Warden.
You may have crossed the magnetic shield, but your visit is unannounced, and you will follow protocol. No one simply wanders around this prison. I will escort you to the warden.
Lead on, guard.
You will follow me.
Yeah, this is,
The visitors are here. I can see them, Rogar.
Your presence here is unnecessary. The only Federation citizens on Rurapin are frozen into the ice. But don't let me dissuade you from your manhunt.
okay. Order the guards to search.
My guards will stay where they are. There was a breach, it would have tripped the alarm. Our security system is quite advanced. This is a prison, after all. Please examine the security system for yourself. You refuse to accept the word of the prison warden.
Drake is here. We will find him.
You dare to question the honor of a warrior of the House of Torg? You may be representatives of Jempak, but you'll taste my blade if you insult me again. Go, see for yourself. You'll only find the Patak dumped here to rot.
Your incompetence will speak for itself.
Follow me to the general holding area.
Do I want this one or do I want that one? I think I want this one. Yeah, this place looks extra cold.
Take one of the Qapla mastiffs with you to sniff out treachery.
All right, we'll take one of the, well, I'll take one of these. We actually get them. Okay, grant access to the prisoner.
Interrogate the prisoners, Captain. One of them may have spotted the fugitive.
Down. I need to go. Oh, I have to. Yeah, I need to go. Need to go down, and I gotta talk to everybody. But yeah, once the mission is complete, you actually get a jackal mastiff of your own. You actually get a jackal mastiff of your own to use for your missions.
Human. They come from Earth, right?
Nope.
Snitches get stitches.
Nope.
Is this an inspection?
You don't have anything to say.
Get lost. I got nothing to say to you.
I see no humans here.
That's a Ferengi. You can tell by the way they say human.
I believe someone is following you, Captain. Turn around.
None of these prisoners will help you. They can sense danger far better than you can. And they know the risks of getting involved in a fight that's not theirs.
How do you know this?
Because I'm not a Patak like the warden and his cousin. Have you asked yourself, why would a human come to Rurapente?
He's after something or someone.
The human is here to extract the prisoner. There are no other alternatives. If he was coming to kill someone, then he's a call. All he needed to do was wait. Everyone sent to this hole dies. Most are dead within a year.
You seemed well informed for a prisoner.
Are you questioning my honor? If you think you're safe because you hold a weapon, you're mistaken. The only thing standing between you and a cold grave is my patience.
Bold words for a prisoner.
Someday I'll teach you a lesson for testing my resolve. The human is here, but it is a complicated situation. You must do exactly as I say. We are surrounded by enemies, and you will need my help to survive.
Why should I trust a criminal?
The only crime I've committed was thinking there could be peace between the great houses. And all you need to know
is that I am a Klingon warrior with the information you need. Follow me, and I will take you to the one the prisoners call the Worm.
Show me where he is.
The Worm is over by the mine entrance.
Alright. So you gotta come over. Gotta come over here.
There you are. I was wondering if I'd lost you.
You're a fool to come here.
Don't try to play coy with us. You have the subterfuge skills of a wounded tar. Did you think no one here would notice a new prisoner? Or that no one would notice when you tampered with the air exchange?
What are you after, Drake?
I see you found a new friend. Look, if I had the time to explain, I would. But I'm on a tight schedule, and you took your time getting here. If you want to know what's really going on, you'll have to ask your new friend. I need to be going.
What?
He's running for the circle.
So yep, got a bit of a got a little bit of a prison break going on here. Oh, actually we have a actually we have like a option. I hear fighting going on too. All right. Set these down. So I'm not entirely sure where the armed prisoners are. And that's 96%. That's like 96% of the 96%. I think we need to actually. Oh, okay. We need to actually go up here to continue. There we go. And check around. I think the armed prisoners are out of that tunnel that we need to go to. Yeah, they're in here. Or not. But we're not out of the tunnel yet. Come on, sit down the thing, please. Right. Yeah, we're not out of here yet, so we still have prisoners to take care of. Yeah, that drop kick ain't gonna do you much luck. Now I have these things set up. Just in case anyone gets any ideas here. Like, kind of like that guy did right there. Kind of like that guy did right there. So we still have a little bit more to go here. Not a little too bright there. Jumping into those mine barriers I set up. Yeah, I see you up there in the rocks. I don't know how to draw you. I don't know how to draw you out though. Hey, there we go. There we go. Yeah, you get okay. So yeah, you get an accolade. You get an accolade for that. And
We have to stop him. The word has slithered to the surface. We need to stop him before he can reach the edge of the magnetic shield. I promise that I'll explain everything once we track him down.
okay, exit to the surface. We'll exit out and continue on. We'll continue on. We'll continue on once we get past the loading screen, of course. This game has some pretty long load times, and I don't know why. There it goes. There it goes. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure why this game has long load times.
The human is trying to cross the ice. We need to hurry before he gets outside the magnetic shield.
He has a shuttle.
In that case, we don't have any time to waste. It will be difficult to track his movements in this flurry.
We can use the jackal to track him. All right, so we're going to follow here. Oh. Well, we got some hostile ones right here.
Those were wild jackals. Keep a lookout for more. They travel in packs.
Yeah. Yep, unlike the one that
Can they survive on the surface?
I hear.
They must feed on the corpses of dead prisoners.
I was gonna say I hear more, but I don't know where they're at. That wasn't until this group came down. Okay.
Kemtar, you said you would explain why you were thrown into Rura Pente.
I am a diplomat. My peaceful words were called treason.
All right.
How can there be peace? We are at war.
You've clearly never read the works of Chancellor Gorgon.
Whoop. Sit down. Sit down more.
Let me ask
All right.
you a question. How can we win a war if we can't stop fighting one another?
Honor must be upheld.
The words of a warrior. Still, killing one another for honor blinds us to greater threats.
I keep hearing jackal noises, and I know we have this one, but it still sounds like there are more around here. Though I don't think there are right now.
There he is.
Yep, there he is.
Impressive. Your determination is commendable.
You can't escape, Drake.
There's more at stake here than dealing with a lone human on a mission of mercy. In fact, our intelligence says you have very little time left to act.
What are you talking about?
Our friend here discovered that one of the great houses is plotting against the Empire. He's correct, but his curiosity cost him. Now you and Kemtar, will both have a chance for glory. Kemtar, your father still has friends in the Federation. They believe he's in great danger. I recommend a trip to the Vor system. There you'll find out just how big of a mess you're in, and find the proof that Worf will want.
Kemtar, how do you know this human?
I don't. He and I have never met. But as I told you, the story is complicated. What you need to know is that he speaks the truth. There is a plot against the Empire, and it is not the Federation's doing. Our true enemies are closer than we realize. If we want to protect our people, we must go to the Vor system and see what is there.
Why should I trust either of you?
I don't care if you trust me. Kemtar, tell your father that obligations have been met. Only you can decide how you deal with the greater threat.
What is this greater threat?
The only threat you should be worried about is me.
Roguez, you followed us?
You're a miserable brute. Not only have you broken penal colony protocol, but you've meddled in the affairs of House Tor. I don't care if Kemtar is innocent. We were paid a great deal of latinum to keep this piece of Baktak locked up. He's not leaving here, and neither are you.
You're a corrupt Forshak!
That's my cue to exit. Good luck.
And there goes Drake. All right. Oh.
If Rogaz could find us, we can expect more cars soon. You must have a ship in orbit. We should beam up as soon as possible and discuss what has happened.
Bang. Do you read me?
We read you, Captain. What are your orders?
We're ready for transport. Beam us up.
We can't get a lock on your position, Captain. You must still be within range of the magnetic field.
That is not what I wanted to hear.
We will bring the ship down to the surface to pick you up, Captain.
Excellent idea. Make it quick. We might need more warriors.
If we head for higher ground, it will be easier for your ship to locate us.
Agreed.
Mission objective waypoint. Show up at circle on the map.
All right. Thank you.
Up ahead, the warden and the guards are approaching.
Yeah, not surprised.
You dishonorable dog! When the High Council hears what Jempak representatives have done here today, they will order your immediate execution!
How much were you paid to hold an innocent man?
Enough to keep us warm long after your death. We get paid whether Kemtar lives or dies. So before I kill you, I'll offer you the coward's choice of surrender.
I think you're forgetting something.
What am I forgetting, Tocha?
My starship. Chagrin, now. I like the guy clapping. I like the one clapping in the background.
putting end to a band of dishonorable fools. I trust you're ready to leave this freezing, miserable place, Captain. In many ways, I think Rurapente is worse than Grathor itself.
Drake said we should go to the Vor system. What would we possibly find? Whatever is there, it is a threat to the Klingon Empire. We must find evidence to show the Council.
Agreed.
Transporter room is standing by, Captain. We're ready to bring you aboard at your command.
Well done, Chagrin. Pick us up.
Your report on Warden Attack and the prison riot was disturbing. I have transferred many prisoners to Urapempe, and this is the first I've heard of corruption. As you know, the Empire does not tolerate fraud or dishonesty. I accept your resolution to the matter, but I am displeased that you did not apprehend Drake. The fact you freed Kimtar also requires scrutiny. If Kimtar were not Ambassador Worf's son, I would demand that you return him to First City at once. However, if you believe there's evidence of further corruption, you have my authorization to pursue this matter discreetly.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
During my time as ambassador, I uncovered evidence that one of the great houses has been corrupted by a foreign influence and is plotting against the Empire. I was thrown into Urapenthe as punishment for digging too close to the truth. The fugitive Drake suggested that we travel to the Vor system. We hope to find evidence that will prove there is an internal threat to the Empire.
Alright, and... yes, before I do that, though, I want to put some things on the ship. And I also want to attach this. Oh, I already had a better one. I already had a better one. That being said, I can give this to somebody else then. All right. All right, so we're gonna head here and start this mission. We're gonna head here and start this mission. Couple more deals. I don't remember exactly what happens after all this. It's been like ages since I played a Klingon character, or a KDF character. Once again, since not actually a Klingon.
Captain, we've entered the Vor system. There's a starbase in orbit dead ahead. Huh. It's one of ours, but the record's listed as a research facility operated by Uridian scientists.
Uridian scientists. That's unusual.
The Uridians are not known for their scientific prowess, but the research station is listed as a protected asset. According to your ship's computer, the Uridians have a trade agreement with a human scientist named Amar Singh. He is working with someone in the Empire on a genetic research project. It's unclear what Drake expected us to find here.
We'll investigate. Approach the station.
By default, the R key set either full throttle or full stop.
Thank you.
This is Research Facility Lochner Beta 3.
I am Plardos Yarden, commander of the station. With whom am I speaking?
I'm Lieutenant Ross of the IKS Bang.
We weren't informed there would be visitors today. How may we serve the Empire?
We're here to inspect the station.
Commander Plardos, you will provide this ship's computer access to all recent station communication logs. You will also transmit a manifest of shipments and supply delivery receipts for the last month.
We expect full cooperation, Plardos.
Well, this is unexpected. You do realize that we have an agreement with your government and Dr. Singh. Our research is highly classified. You do have some sort of official order granting permission to view these records?
Of course. We'll send it right over.
Why are you attacking us? Please, we are not your enemies.
Send over the information we requested.
You're completely mad. This is a top security installation. You don't have authorization to access our records. We're filing a formal complaint.
You're hiding something.
Of course we're hiding something. We're conducting classified research. That's why you are not authorized to access station records. You do understand the concept of top secret, don't you?
You dare to insult my authority?
This is preposterous. We refuse to hand over top secret information without proper authorization. We will defend ourselves if necessary.
You stink of guilt.
They powered up defensive.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be a problem disabling the station. There we go. There we go.
The station commander sent a distress signal. A ship is responding. Captain, Romulan warbird on sensors.
Ship is under attack.
I sent little, what was it say? Little,
Captain, the Romulans are hailing us.
what was I saying? Little deal from the aft gun there, right before it target or identified it as a friendly. On screen.
We received a distress call from this station. We are here to provide assistance.
Your assistance is no longer needed.
Station Commander Plardos sounded distressed. He mentioned a disagreement with a Klingon vessel. It would be dishonorable of us not to investigate.
This is an internal matter.
We appreciate the delicate nature of the situation. Would you mind if we spoke with the station? Perhaps we could resolve any misunderstanding.
Be our guest. Till Plardos, we'll wait.
I find this very suspicious. Why would Romulans respond to a distress call here?
Monitor their communications.
The Romulans hailed the station on an open frequency, then immediately switched to an encrypted channel. The Romulan ship hasn't raised shields. What are they up to?
Alert me if you notice anything else.
I don't need to remind you that we're in Klingon territory. The fact that these Romulans are here at all could be the clue we need.
Drake said we'd find evidence, not clues.
Captain, the station has transported several crates of goods to the Romulans.
There's our evidence. Hail the Romulans.
Commander Plardos has explained the situation. It sounds as if there's been a miscommunication.
Enough. Transfer the contraband you just received to us now.
The foolish bravado of the Klingon Empire. attacking your own station and then accusing us of wrongdoing. I should have expected something like this. Very well. We'll communicate in terms you can understand.
Boring conversation anyways. Battle stations. Forward shields taking a bit of a hit. It's almost gone. All right. Whoa. You fought well. For Romulan.
The Romulan Republic faces many challenges, but conflict with the Klingon Empire should not be one of them. As a gesture of good faith, I'll share with you information that you might find to be of value.
I'm listening.
We believe Tal Shiar agents are collaborating with operatives in the Klingon Empire to steal weaponry and technology. We have uncovered large supplies of Klingon weapons on the planet Nimbus 3 that we believe are being stockpiled there by agents of the Empress. The stolen goods are being transferred through several facilities in the local sector, including this science station.
Do you have proof of this?
The shipping manifests are the supply crates and the weapons themselves. By tracking the flow of goods, we've learned that there are agents in the Klingon Empire transferring stolen supplies to the Tal Shiar. Those supplies are being stockpiled on Nimbus 3. If you will help track down the source of those weapons, we will share our data with you.
Send us the data, but we make no promises.
Transferring the data now. We expect the Klingon Empire to track down the source of these stolen goods and punish those responsible before more weapons fall into the wrong hands. If we discover any further information, we will notify the Empire's ambassador on Mol Rihan.
Give me that Plardos.
Please listen to me. We were only following protocol. We must ensure that our research doesn't fall into the wrong hands.
Then why are you trading in stolen goods?
We didn't know the shipments we were transferring were stolen. I was told that the crates were medical supplies needed on the war front. We didn't ask questions. Please, show mercy. We were only doing what we were ordered to do.
Then do as you're told and send me the data I want.
Due to present circumstances, we will forego normal security authorization and provide the files you have requested. We live to serve the Empire.
Transfer the files before I lose my patience.
We've received the data that Chemtar requested, Captain. It'll take some time to analyze these files and track the source of the shipments. In the meantime, We are prepared to leave the system on your command.
All right, that should be that. That should be this mission complete. Should be this one complete. Then we'll move on to the next. Fortunately, probably not going to be able to go more than an hour, maybe a little bit over an hour today. Unfortunately, I got things I need to do. But at least making a little. But at least I'm making a little bit of progress regarding the this set of missions. Not quite up to level 10. Not quite up to level 10 yet. Not enough to get a new ship.
Officers have analyzed the shipping logs from the research facility. Their findings confirm what the Romulan Republic officer told us. Someone has been routing technology and weapons to the Tal Shiar. They are going to great lengths to cover their tracks.
Do you believe a great house is involved?
An operation of this magnitude would require the resources of one of the houses. The shipments are being routed in such a way to conceal their point of origin. Our evidence is circumstantial. It was my eagerness to point fingers without proof that landed me in Urapenthe in the first place. We must exercise patience and wait for our prey to reveal themselves.
Drake mentioned your father.
My father is Ambassador Worf. He has many friends and many enemies. I tried to convince him that one of the houses was moving in the shadows against us. He either didn't believe me or didn't care. Either way, he made his decision when he refused to act after I was sent to Urapenthe. His pride is a weakness our enemy will try to exploit.
Perhaps I can persuade him to listen.
You can try, but we must be prepared if he doesn't. We should at least warn him of the danger, even if he refuses to see the knife at his throat.
Don't worry, we'll be there if they strike.
You can use transport to quickly return to your home system.
Yep.
Click the transport on the video. Transport.
Yep, way ahead of you. Oh, I thought the pop-up was still going to be there, but it wasn't.
Home of the Klingon Empire. In order to beam down to the first city, you must approach the planet in your starship. Once you are within transporter range, our contact will offer you the option to beam down.
No, but a new pop-up did appear right there, though. All right, got to fly over to the planet. Got to beam down. Can't beam down from where I'm at right now, though. All right, beam down to the first city, and now we gotta go down, talk to Worf. If I recall, he should be like in the middle of everything. Yeah, there he is, right over here.
Perhaps. First, tell me who you are.
I'm Lieutenant Rars of the IKS Bang.
Greetings. How may I assist you?
We need to speak privately.
That is an odd request. We stand in the courtyard of the Great Hall, and honor has no need of secrecy. If you cannot speak your mind in this place, then I have no desire to hear what you have to say.
Very well. I'm here with your son, Kimtar.
That is not my son's name. If Kimtar wishes to talk, tell him to come and speak to me. I will not communicate through intermediaries.
He said you are both in great danger.
He is the only one in danger, unless you have been foolish enough to listen to his tales. But you have already made that mistake. If you have spoken to him, then you have been to Urapenthe.
A great house is plotting your death.
I am Gintok to the House of Martok. Lady Sorella has declared vengeance on the House of Jimpok. It would not surprise me if all the great houses wish me dead. Tell my son that I am capable of defending myself.
The Romulans are involved.
Romulans. That does not make sense. Jim Pock's position towards the Federation and the Tal Shiar is very clear. And in this, he has my house's full support. It would be foolish for any house to make such a connection. However, I would not be surprised to hear you mention the House of Duras.
We don't know if Duras is involved.
And that is exactly the sort of accusation that landed my son in a penal colony. Tell Kemtar that unless he has proof, he should stay silent. If he is a fugitive from Rurapente, he will only make his situation worse. I do not want to know any more about what you two are plotting.
I'll tell him.
Has Worf agreed to speak to us?
He said that your name is not Kimtar.
What name I use is not important. Did you tell him what we've learned?
He did not seem concerned.
Did you tell him the Romulans are involved?
He mentioned House Duras.
Given their history, I've considered the possibility that the House of Duras might be involved. Is he at least willing to review our evidence?
He wants nothing to do with our investigation.
Yaicha! He is a stubborn old man and he is going to get himself killed.
We should at least warn House Martok.
Agreed. If the Jinn talk to House Martok will not listen, we will take our concerns to the house itself. Martok's son Drex is off-world. I will contact Lady Sorella and arrange a meeting.
Don't be discouraged.
These events are very disturbing. They paint a picture of a large conspiracy against prominent houses of the Empire. I will work with my contacts to see what else I can learn. And I will notify you when I have enough leads to further our investigation.
Alright.
Congratulations, Sorella, Lady of the House of Martok, has requested that you meet her at the House Estate in the Ketha Lowlands. She did not explain why she wanted to see you, but I expect that she has some tasks she would like completed. The House of Martok has lost much prestige since I took the Chancellor's seat. But they still have many allies among the KDF, and I am loath to reject Sorella's request without a good reason. Gaining the favor of the House of Martok could serve you well. But remember, they have many enemies. I harbor no ill towards Sorella, but do not get caught up in her vengeance against me. It would not be in your best interest.
Alright.
Serve the Empire well.
So we... Oh. I'm already where I need to be. Already where I need to be. Still don't need to leave the, Kronos.
Ah, the estate of House Martok. It has been too long. After Gowron stripped my house of its title and land, this place became my home. I will defend it and House Martok to my final breath. Come, Lady Sorella waits for us ahead. Believe me when I say it is unwise to keep her waiting.
All right. I think this will probably be the final mission for today. On this set, anyways.
Welcome. I will skip the usual pleasantries. We have serious matters to discuss. The House of Martok has many enemies. Some of them seek to curry favor with Jempok, or the House of Duras, by striking at us. Until now, most of these attacks have been little more than a nuisance. But now we know that an enemy may be plotting to assassinate Worf, and my grandson, Maven, may also be a target. The filthy Baktag willing to carry out such dishonorable attacks must be stopped. And so, I ask you to find these assassins and eliminate them.
We will do what we can to assist you, Lady Sorella.
Any threat to House Martok will be dealt with, my lady. On that, you have my word as a warrior. Where is Maven now?
He is on his way to the Batleth tournament on Forcus 3 with your father. Worf assured me that he would handle security matters during the trip. But that was before you reported your findings to me.
We should go to Forcus 3 as well.
Before you go, I have another concern. Our local farmers reported seeing a Romulan here recently. Given Kemtar's suspicions of a house collaborating with the Tal Shiar, It seems to be an odd coincidence. We need to know what the Romulan was doing here before you leave for the tournament.
That is indeed suspicious. We'll investigate at once. Oh, I need to go. I need to go down. Need to go down, and we need to talk. We need to talk to you.
A Romulan? Here? Once I would have considered that impossible. But we live in strange times. Maybe they have come to their senses and joined with the Empire against the Federation. I haven't seen this Romulan myself, but one of the others might have. You have my leave to speak with the workers. One of them might have seen your pointy-eared interloper about.
I'll see what they have to say.
What interest is a Klingon farm to a Romulan?
There we go. There we go. Zoom in just a tad so I can see everybody I need to talk to.
The only thing I've paid attention to of late has been the lack of rain. But you're a warrior, not a farmer. You wouldn't be interested in that. Sorry I couldn't help you.
Okay. All Klingons are warriors, and an enemy may be near. Remain vigilant.
The Togs have been busy tearing up my roots. But other than that, I haven't seen anything unusual.
I see. Targs are persistent creatures, as are Romulans.
I remember seeing the Romulan. He said he was a surveyor hired to architect a new irrigation system. He set up equipment on the hill over there, but I haven't seen him lately. It wouldn't surprise me if he's up to no good. You can never trust a Romulan.
Hey, alright.
This survey may be more than he seems. The idea of a Romulan moving alone freely on estate grounds? I do not like where this is going. Let's follow his steps. Doing so could lead to insight on the Romulan's actions.
Agreed. Let's follow that path up to the top of the hill. So we go up here, and I see enemies on the mini map up there.
I see the equipment there. It is definitely Romulan tech.
Pull out the tricorder.
That is definitely Romulan gear, but it is not surveying equipment.
What is it then?
It is a short-range EM transmitter, not something a surveyor would use, Romulan or otherwise. I have a bad feeling about this. Disable it at once.
I'll deal with it myself. Wait.
That is definitely.
Whoops.
It is a well done. We still have a suspicious Romulan on the loose, however. Indeed. There is a shipping and receiving area nearby, close to a landing pad. I suggest speaking with the workers there. They may have seen our mysterious surveyor recently.
A good plan. We might pick up the trail there. Alright, so you gotta come down. Oh, hold on. No, I want. There we go. There we go. I'll sprint down. I gotta sprint down the steps. Getting pretty close to all these being. Getting pretty close to needing to use the second layer here.
Yes, I remember this now. Not every day you see a Romulan in the Qapla lowlands. Didn't say he was a surveyor, though. He told me he was a department diplomatic delegation studying our agriculture.
The plot thickens. Continue.
Martok would have never let a Romulan set foot on our world. That's why I don't think much of Qapla. He's too soft. Honest thing I remember, other than his being a Romulan, was that he personally scheduled the delivery of goods to the farm. That is against our security procedures. Lady Sorella insists on authorizing all deliveries to the manor. However, his codes were valid. He had Lady Sorella's signature, so I did as he asked. His delivery arrived today. A large package was moved to the grain storage shed near the house of Martok's manor. The Nephilim. He handles most
Let us speak with Tenet. I want to know more about this package.
And now our surveyor is a diplomat. A Tal Shiar spy seems more likely.
I processed that delivery. It was an order for the House of Martok. They needed explosives for digging out a new irrigation system. The order was placed by Lady Sorella with her signature and authorization codes. She must need the new irrigation channel badly. Normally, Sorella delays such tasks until the winter, when the farm hands aren't busy with planting and harvesting.
More Romulan treachery. We must deal with this at once.
This spy is clever, placing the explosives near the House of Martok's fertilizer stores. If he detonates them, the results will be devastating. I believe that device we found earlier was intended to be a trigger. Taking it out will slow the Romulan down, but it may not be enough to foil his plan.
Agreed.
We should focus our search near the fertilizer shed. The spy will need a good vantage point to monitor the area before he triggers the detonation. Come, the hunt continues. Use your scanner to search for Romulan life signs.
It's time to put an end to this Romulan treachery. Move out. Alright, use it.
It's getting weaker.
Can I? Okay. Obviously can't jump over the deal here. Come down here.
The signal is getting stronger. The signal is getting stronger.
Whoa. Yeah, you can tell. Yeah, you can tell. Yeah, you can tell something's. We're going in the right direction since we've got Tal Shiar enemies here.
The signal is getting stronger.
I wanted the items. Wanted the items instead of wound up doing the deal. Think it's going to be off in, I want to say probably somewhere down this direction. Or
The signal is getting stronger.
check down.
By the ship. What is that Romulan doing?
The House of Martok will crumble, and with it, the rest of the Klingon Empire. You cannot stop what has begun.
The words of an enemy and a fool. Attack!
Treacherous for shock. It's an ambush.
Yeah.
They're finished. Deal with that bomb before it kills us all.
Well, first I'm going to come over here and grab this, and now we'll come over here and disable. We'll disable this explosive.
This ship, it is the Rotaran, the flagship of House Martok. That Romulan wanted to blow up more than fertilizer.
If he had succeeded,
It would have been a fatal blow, both to the house and its honor. We chopped. One thing is clear. Whoever is behind this plot has no honor. Not even a Fakiri would join forces with the Tal Shiar. It is madness.
indeed, what's your next move?
We must continue the hunt, my friend. The Romulan still draws breath, and as long as he lives, our troubles will multiply. Piece of Baktok probably beamed up to a cloaked vessel in orbit. Let us return to your ship and see if we can find it.
Alright, we'll beam up. See if we can find the Romulan ship.
Ever since Qapla recognized the government on New Romulus, the number of Romulan ships in orbit over Kronos has increased. Most of them have legitimate reasons for being here. As a diplomat, I realize that harassing such a ship could lead to an incident. That's trouble we do not need.
Agreed. We'll be discreet in our search.
Very well. I am willing to continue, as long as you understand that discovering the vessel that holds our quarry will be difficult.
Difficult, but not impossible. Scan for cloaked vessels.
There's a lot of warp and info traffic in the area. It's too much for the scanners to handle, especially if we're dealing with a cloaked ship. That's assuming the ship is still in the system. They may have gone to warp as soon as the spy stepped off the transporter panel.
We're not done yet. Scan for Singularity Core emissions.
Ah, your intuition served us well, my friend. Scanners are detecting trace singularity distortions from the nearby asteroid. I believe a cloaked Romulan warbird recently entered warp there. If we get a closer scan, I will be able to plot a course based on the warp trail signature.
Helm, take us closer to the asteroids. Probably going to Forcus 3. Probably going to Forcus 3, where we need to go after we leave this particular system. Come over here. 2 more levels, 2 more levels, 2, and I'm almost up to a new ship. Probably after the... My guess is probably going to be after the next mission, since this is probably going to put me at level 9 once I'm done with this.
Being pursued by annoying Klingon agents. Ah, as much as I would love to dance, I have a pressing appointment elsewhere, so let's change heart.
Not...
Let's see if we can follow the warp trail of the Romulan leader. 10. Ah, there it is. Warp trail detected. Sensor analysis indicates that the Romulan is headed for the Forcus system.
They're going after Maven and your father.
Agreed. I believe Lady Sorella's suspicions were correct. The Romulans mean to kill Maven and anyone that gets in their way. Like my father. Both Maven and my father are formidable warriors, but even they can be overwhelmed by numbers and treachery. I must go to Forcus to warn them. Will you join me, my friend?
I will. Set a course for the Forcus system. Maximum warp. Yeah, light warbirds. The light warbirds, nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about. Alright. I think we're getting pretty close to the end of this mission. Once it's done, that's probably where I'm going to have to call it for right now. Where I'm gonna have to call it after this, of course. Of course, anytime we go into a load screen, naturally, of course, a bit slow. I don't see anything going on. Oops.
We have arrived in the Forcus system. The Warbird's warp trail ends here. She's out. Something. Initiating sensor sweep now.
Very well. We should attempt to contact your father and warn him.
several times, but he has not answered. Either he is unable to respond, or unwilling to respond. Let us hope he is engaged with the Batland tournament, and watching over Maven. We will need to beam down to the surface to know for certain, however.
Have we located the Warbird?
Yes, she is dropping into orbit over Forcus 3, and hailing us. It appears Commander Tarson would like a word.
Put that piece of batak on screen.
You're becoming an annoyance. You have made yourself a target by defending the House of Martok. By following me here, you've given me no choice but to destroy you.
That'll be the day. All hands, battle stations. And... got him. Those torpedoes are pretty good, especially since it leaves a little bit of residue radiation damage, a little bit of.
He cloaked. Scan for energy traces so we can follow him.
All right, a little bit closer to the planet. So that sounds like a good idea myself. Naturally, of course, with the cloak on here, everything's gone. There he is.
Cloaked again. We must find him. Quickly.
Him and that cloaking device get really annoying. Them and that Romulan cloaking device getting just a tad bit annoying. No, I don't know how many times they're going to do this before they actually just.
Cannot stop what is already set in motion. The Klingon Empire will fall.
Got another bird of prey down here. And of course there's one back. One final one back here that needs to be taken care of. Yeah, we've got it. Yeah, we've got it this time. Hey, there we go. Got it that time.
Tarson may have beamed himself and his agents to the surface. He also has Klingon traitors aiding his cause. We have more work to do, my friend. Let us beam down and attempt to contact Maven and my father before things get worse.
All right. We'll beam down. We'll beam down and continue our mission here. Beam down. Of course, should be easy enough to deal with. Probably much easier than dealing with the Mogai warbird there. Particularly in just a Romulan in a Klingon Borel bird of prey. Got my characters a little confused there. Should be getting really close though to get Vietnam to get a new ship soon.
Any Romulans here will be well hidden, but their Klingon allies will be able to move freely. Even so, someone might have noticed some unusual behavior. Let's start in the bar. Tongues loosened by bloodwater may reveal clues we'd otherwise miss.
Very well. I could use a drink myself. Gotta go talk to everybody over here about what's going on.
Did you see Jimpuck when he was young and still fighting in the tournaments? Oh, now that was something to behold. He was masterful and fluent, not like the young tarts here these days. I'm surprised that some of them can hold on to their paddlets for the entire match. Ah! Wonderful! Another stout warrior eager to hear a story of my glory days in battle. Pull up a chair and I'll allow you the honor of bowing me to offline.
Nope, not you. What about all you guys?
General Chang fought the Master Corps, both in their prime fighting condition. Who do you think would take champion stand?
So far, no luck.
And what do you think of the new rule restricting bottomless links to between 110 and 120 centimeters?
I thought you were gonna say something after that, but nope.
Do you really think a Romulan would be foolish enough to beam down to an arena filled with hundreds of Klingon warriors? Besides, ever since that one tournament where the champion of the House of Mokai used a transporter to steal his opponent's backlet in the middle of a fight, there are transport inhibitors in place. The only places they can operate are the transport pads and cargo storage.
If they can only beam down to the cargo areas.
The enemy is devious, moving in disguise. Tactics worthy of House Mokai, but not a true Klingon warrior. If they're posing as cargo haulers, they will have access to the locker rooms where competitors store their gear. They need only wait there for Maven between rounds and strike when he least expects it.
We need to gain access to those rooms as well. All right. We gotta.
Hearing the chanting and sounds of battles reminds me of the first time I celebrated the Qapla festival. That was the first time I remember understanding what it means to be a Klingon warrior.
Nuchnech, speak quickly. I have a tournament to run and little time for food.
We require locker room access. Infiltrators may be present.
Access is limited to maintenance staff and competitors. If you have a security concern, take it up
Are you not in charge here?
I am, and you will explain your impudence before I show you why I am in charge. The hard way.
There's an urgent matter, Administrator.
There is another way. Is it still possible to enter the tournament?
I'm ready to participate immediately.
Not as a competitor, but we do have an opening for an exhibition match. One of the fighters put enough blood wine in his gut to drop the gong king and had to withdraw. If you wish to take his place, I will allow it.
Let it be so. I'm eager for combat.
Then combat you shall have. No firearms are allowed. You must use a melee weapon. A backlash is preferred, but this is an exhibition, so you may use an unconventional melee weapon if you wish. Even one of those Vulcan lurpas they wave at each other in mating disputes. Ha!
I need a ready melee weapon. Do I even have a melee weapon? Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Then combat you shall have. No firearms are allowed. You must use
Okay.
a melee.
Enough talk. I'm ready for fight. I'm ready to fight.
Now, an exhibition match.
Knocked right on my ass there. Almost got him. Once again knocked right on my ass.
This concludes the exhibition. Our next match will begin shortly. Ha! You fight well. Work on your form, and you might qualify for next year's tournament. You may use the locker rooms to clean up. Go. Should you have the courage, I will allow you the honor of buying me a blood wine later. Perhaps we will see if you drink as well as you fight.
Perhaps we shall. Qapla.
I said that I would tell you the story of how I came to be called Qapla. Qapla was the name of a warrior who saved my father from assassins on Moranga Ford.
Okay.
Use the name Qapla to honor
What's
his
this?
memory.
A
To
glove
remind me of
buzzes
what it
into
means
these hallowed
to
chambers.
be Klingon.
This is a place for competitors, insect. Be gone!
AF. Everybody's talking over each other. I just competed in an exhibition bout. Make way.
The insect buzzes still. I think it is time I stifled it permanently. Last chance, Globfly. Leave on your own 2 feet or on the barge to Grethor. Your choice.
Bold words. Come and back them up. I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce that one, so I didn't mention it.
More traitors in league with Tarson. They must be preparing to strike.
Actually, I do want to put this one. Oh, still can. There we go. There we go. All right, let's close that. Nothing in that one. Nothing in that one. So, nope, nothing in here. I think they changed this mission up a little bit too from the last time I remember it.
Maven has fallen to treachery. The House of Martok will have its revenge.
Well, yep, and yep.
I need reinforcements.
Yep, unfortunately didn't get here in time. There we go. Got rid of Tarson. stuck. We're like stuck behind that shield. Stuck behind that shield, knowing that, but that shield is making a lot of noise
What
too.
is the meaning of this, Alexander? Maven was sent here to replace his equipment, and yet I find you here, surrounded by Romulans with the grandson of Martok dead at your feet. Explain yourself.
This was not Kimtar's doing.
Lady Sorella feared that you alone would not be able to keep her grandson safe. We followed these Romulans here, and would have stopped them had these halls not been filled with Klingon traitors. And where were you when these assassins struck?
Both of you stop. We must focus on finding the real enemy.
I see you have been listening to my son's conspiracy theories again. He talks of peace and uniting the houses. Yet, here he is, with a blade in his hand, looking for glory. I told you I wanted nothing to do with this.
With respect, sir, we have proof that another house is behind this.
While you were here at the tournament, assassins moved against Lady Sorella at her own estate. If we hadn't tracked down this agent and disarmed his explosives, she would be dead as well. At every step, we have encountered Klingons hiding in the shadows, with blades at our backs.
What Kimtar says is the truth. We must find these traitors and put an end to this plot.
I have not seen this evidence, but I believe what you say. We will get to the bottom of this. That does not mean we can act rashly. If there were Klingons aiding these agents, then we are still in danger.
If we uncover the identity of this rival house, then they will be forced to act in the open, where we can fight them head on.
Agreed. A great house conspiring with the Tal Shiar to assassinate other Klingons. And it is not just a theory. How high does the corruption go?
We will uncover this threat together.
Sorella and the rest of the House of Martok will mourn for her grandson. But I must also see that security remains a priority. To start, I am sending you a recruit from our house, the warrior Valera. She's been personally trained by me, and will aid your crew as we fight against the House of Tor.
Congratulations, Lieutenant. My former jailers were from that house. At least, before we sent them to Qapla on the frozen tundra of Rura-Pintu. You have fought with me this far, my friend. Will you see this through to the end? Help me serve House Tor, a dish colder than the gulag they used to command.
It will be an honor. Let's go. Oh yeah, I didn't actually know that. It's been a long time since I've played this, so I didn't actually realize that.
The idea that one of the great houses is conspiring with Romulans to attack House Martok is troublesome. Come to the Kethalolas. Worf and I would be honored if you would participate in Maven's act. Thank you for coming to the aid.
Okay, unfortunately, can't do that right now, because I got things I need to do, and things I need to do. But yeah, that's actually interesting. I didn't actually realize that, because I haven't actually played this in a while. Well, until I restarted streaming, anyways. But yeah, it's definitely actually now that you mention it, it's definitely Now that you mentioned it, though, it's definitely noticeable. Anyways, this is where I have to cut off for right now. I have things I got to do today. If you would do me a favor, please hit the like button either on the stream here or when the video processes. This is where I'm going to cut it off. So